So a man on Instagram yesterday made a revelation about the fact that his kid got hurt. X-ray pictures show that his kid actually broke his wrist. This happened at school on the playground, and he was very, very distraught, of course, as every parent would be, because it was like something that he thought could be avoided. He says, according to him, the school tried to hide what exactly happened and tried to not tell who the culprit was. Culprit in this case was also another kid. It happened on the playground, and he says that his kid told him that he was pushed off of the slide, and that resulted in him falling quite the height down and breaking his wrist. Many questions arise. First off, what responsibilities does the school or any school owe parents when it comes to a playground? Playgrounds are the biggest red zone in any school because anything can happen, and mostly kids are left unsupervised and could go to lengths to try and have fun. Then there's also something else. Every parent thinks that their kid is an angel.
Exactly.
Now you're going to a school and you're saying, hey, provide this child, provide this child. Yeah. What about if it was your child that was the culprit?
He went there.
So there's plenty. I'm not saying that he's not telling the facts. But
this just gave me Sylvester Romani vibes all over again.
Oh, okay. Okay, so before you go that far, playgrounds, as you said, are extremely dangerous areas. A lot of schools, well, private schools I know of, have put things in place to make sure that the climbing apparatus is more secure, it's not too high, there's nothing sharp, there's a soft landing, padding and all that. Soft landing. Very important. But the issue for me is, this is a boy claiming a girl pushed him. Now, I'm not trying to say that girls cannot...
It's a girl, actually. It's a girl.
It's a girl?
Yeah, it's a girl claiming that another kid, I'm not sure what...
okay, when I was... It felt like it was the other way around.
I'll clarify while you're talking. I'll clarify.
But now, usually there was some kind of back and forth before any pushing happens. Now, this is where, as a parent, you know, a lot of parents say, oh, if they slap you, slap them back. You know, if they push you, push them back. This is where parents now need to be careful what they tell their kids to do in response to something. It's possible, if it was a boy, for instance, that broke his arm, that he had done something to this girl, and the girl just responded. And then,
I see where you're going.
And then he fell and maybe fell the wrong way and then broke his arm.
So, yes, it is a girl... sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a girl who got her hand broken.
Her hand broken.
Yes.
And,
I think the other culprit, it didn't state exactly if it was a boy or
whether it was a boy.
But I see where you're going regarding
this. You never know how it's... You never see how it started. You always see how it ended.
You don't know what the dynamic is.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the question is, for parents, and like I started and you have actually espoused, is your kid being bullied? Or is your kid the bully?
Exactly.
Your kid won't come home and tell you that I'm the bully. Oh, rah, rah, rah. No. Everybody's kid is an angel. However, going back to the schools and their responsibilities when it comes to playgrounds, you stated a few things, and it's very important. But apart from that, and above all, there's always need for insurance. I will not put my kid in the school that doesn't have specific insurance in place, and one of them is insurance for, in case, there's something they call it, I can't remember, in case anybody is injured in your vicinity. And then take responsibility. If I'm not there, you are the custodian of my kid. You can't come and start telling me that, oh, we don't know how it happened. No. Everything that happens inside of your premises is your business, and that's why you should have insurance so that you can cover it. I don't know how many schools have this in place. I don't know how many parents consider this when they put
accident
insurance. Thank you. So all of that, I put my daughter in that place, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Not a very good place to be as a parent.
Especially as a father to a daughter. The relationship of a father and daughter is something you cannot even... He's angry. As a parent, he's angry, he's upset. But there is the God forbid factor. What if it was the other way around? As you said, if it was your child that actually did the pushing and that other child was wounded.
So, look, man, for me now, a lot of responsibility. See, I don't like the concept of after, what happens after. This kid has broken an arm. This could be... As a kid, this is when you're growing. This could be something, a disability in quote that could stay all through your kid's life. It's in the formative years. I don't like the idea. You see, I like us being proactive. I like what can we do to prevent this kind of things, this kind of kids? I know that in playgrounds, you can't just leave kids, or you shouldn't leave kids unsupervised. In fact, when I'm talking of kids, I'm talking about even all the way up until the whole of primary school, maybe into junior secondary.
Perhaps,
shouldn't be unsupervised in their playgrounds. You should have, I see where smaller ones, you see their tutors around them while they are playing.
Yeah.
That should be
Ensuring.
it. That should
You see,
be it.
I don't want to hear this happen. Oh, okay, take this as compensation. Oh, we are sorry. I remember the situation. I think it was Olamide, our producer, that mentioned it to me once, where his kid came home with a huge gash on the head, and then you see, the schools are always trying to
Shift the blame.
You understand? All trying to, oh, we don't know how. Oh, your kid fell. Oh, he's on his own. Oh, Benny, my kid has been with me in the house. He don't need to
fall
dive
like
and jump and hit his head on the ground. What is that? You understand? So me, I'm just trying to say, no, look, I put my kid in the school. With the money some people are paying now even for these kids.
Of course.
Some of them, when they finish those primary, not in school, they should go and join the labor market.
University.
Because yes,
the amount of money.
The amount of money. I'm always on the side. I know how parents, how it's now a status thing, how people complain about how much it's
So parents
and I'm just trying to say that,
for-
look, the supervision in the school should be top.
Should be
notch.
cameras. There should be men on
Paying for
ground. There should be,
supervision, security.
We call it lifeguards if you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There should, if you're
Yeah.
paying certain
Yeah.
amount of money for a school, there should be sentinels around your
Yeah.
kids, right?
Yeah.
First of all, let's just put our kids in God's hands, first of all, because kids will be kids.
Children will be
kids
children.
will slip over, they will trip, they
It'll
will
happen.
fall, they will scrape their knee, they'll scrape their elbows. Those things will happen. The issue is the causes. And usually it is the response of one child to what another child did.
Yeah.
That is it.
So that's where we
how-
come in as
Exactly.
parents. And I want to say this. First of all, we do not espouse to child labor like Mike.
Yeah.
But then, as a parent, have you
Spend that kind of amount.
have you had that conversation
Yeah.
with your child? Have you actually tried to identify who your child is in a community?
Exactly.
Your child might be a different person. My daughter is, thank goodness she's a saint, quite frankly. But I also, no, but the truth is this. I identify the fact that she's the tallest in her class.
Exactly.
Being the tallest in the class means that you have certain edge over some
lot of-
people.
yeah.
Are you the one who's holding the big stick, or are people holding it over you?
Exactly.
You know, so have that
Yeah.
conversation with the teachers. Let them know, let you know who your kid truly is, so that you have a better perspective on how her relationships go, or their relationship go inside of
She's
school.
the taller one. She's more beautiful. She's more intelligent.
Yes, you're right.
She is stronger than others, and that makes her intimidating to some.
Yeah, that.
So
that
what do
could
you
be
use
so.
that power for? Do you use it for good, to protect other kids, or do you use it against other kids?
This is the super villain origin story of the child, right here.
Auntie, I'm taking this thing too
yes,
far.
I'm not taking it
Yeah,
too
I'm
far.
taking it too
She has taken
I'm
it
not
to
taking
Marvel,
it-
Marvel
swear.
universe. This is
what you
superhero
mean?
This
or
is the
supervillain.
conversation you need
Atom
to
Eve or
have. You need to have this conversation.
It's a fact. You need to have these considerations and also conversations with your kids. Find out who they are, so you can prevent certain things from happening, or at least try to protect them from others. Thank you very much. Don't go anywhere. We've got more coming your way for Wake Up Nigeria. We'll be back
Protect us of the universe.
of the playground.